Looking for help on our weather products and services? We've got you covered with our Help Center.
This is a scene playing out over and over again in Toronto neighborhoods where we're dealing with banks of snow that's been shoveled over 2 meters in height, 2 to 3 meters in some cases. This is remarkable. This is more reminiscent of a ski resort, and in fact Vancouver Island doesn't even have this much snow on the ground across higher terrain. So this event is super historic when you look at the amount of snow, how fast it fell, and these were the conditions experienced all across Toronto on Sunday.
Own the road with confidence.
Track snowstorms and give real-time updates.
Hit the slopes and share the top skiing spots.
Plan, prepare, and stay safe this winter with the Weather Network and Mitsubishi, the official all-weather vehicle.
The new double cheesy melt at McDonald's. 2 juicy 100% Canadian beef patties, layers of cheesy goodness, topped with pickles and 2 kinds of onions. Try it today only at McDonald's.
For Canadians without health benefits at work, rising out-of-pocket health costs are hitting hard. But with personal health insurance from Green Shield, you can keep costs down and more money in your pocket. Our plans cover the things you actually need, like up to 80% coverage on dental. That should put a smile on your face. And most plans are guaranteed acceptance with no medical exams. Want over $2,500 in coverage for registered specialists? Just call this number and get the coverage you deserve. And of course, you can save really big on prescriptions, like up to 90% coverage big. Now that's peace of mind you can count on. It's easy to apply, and there's no waiting period. Visit greenshield.ca for a free quote. Or call 1-844-609-7873. That's 1-844-609-7873.
Pizza on the brain? Get it out of your head. See Giuseppe? Eat Giuseppe.
CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. More hydration. More dryness relief. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists. Demanded by me, your skin. For more intense 72-hour hydration, I demand CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
Track storms precisely with our advanced live radar. From snow to highway conditions, get real-time GPS updates for your exact location.
You'd be forgiven if you mistaken this for Midland, Ontario, Midland, Texas. This is when the storm all got started earlier in the weekend, and then off to the volunteer state where it's going to take a lot of volunteers to clean up Nashville, where the ice, it knocked out power to essentially the entire city. Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas taking the brunt of that. Then Toronto, it was all about the snow. Cars buried more than half a meter of snow, breaking records downtown Toronto. Montreal, you're not out of it yet. The second biggest city in Canada, not getting the brunt of it, but still a major storm nonetheless. And then it's off to Atlantic Canada. Rhythm and I are going to recap the storm and see what's still around the corner right across the country.
Well, what was so impressive with this storm is that it spanned from New Mexico all the way to Newfoundland here in Canada. Additionally, over a million people out of power in the state. And Kevin, you went through this stat, and it ended up being the snowiest day on record for YYZ.
Yeah, Pearson, the records don't go back quite as far as downtown, but they're a little more reliable. And yeah, 46 centimeters in that 24-hour period, absolutely blowing the